and welcome to an unboxing of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy Dragonzord. Okay, there it is on the front of the box. It says 11-inch articulated tail. On the side it says, story: 5 ordinary teenagers have been chosen to save the world from Rita Repulsor and their evil space aliens. Using the special power morphers, the teens can call on spirits of the ancient dinosaurs to transform into the incredible Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and summon the mighty Power Zords. When all else fails, the Power Zords join together to form high-tech Megazords, and will they be strong enough to save us from Rita's destruction? This site says the secret of the Power Zords. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers possess the ultimate battle system. When Rita Repulsor and her evil space aliens threaten to overwhelm the Power Rangers, they summon Megazord, a mighty fighting machine with incredible power sword and mammoth shield. When even more power is needed, Dragonzord joins the battle with his missile launching armor. These two powerful machines morph together to become Mega Dragonzord, but when all else fails, Titanus the Carrier Zord enters the scene, and all three Power Zords morph into the awesomely powerful Ultrazord and the ultimate battle machine. Nothing can stand up to Ultrazord. And here we have the stats. Height 124 feet, length 203 feet, weight 340,000 pounds, speed 86 miles per hour, weapon laser drill tail. Power laser drill, sorry. Okay. On the back, die-cast parts, metallic paint, combined with Legacy Dino Megazord, and mix the Mega Dragonzord and the Dragonzord in battle mode. So there we go, and now let's get this opened. Comes with the instructions telling you how to assemble it and how to combine it with the Megazord. Just one side, like that. Okay, so this is how it appears in the box. We have the stand for the Dragonzord in battle mode's weapon. It's a lot thinner than the original, and I believe more show accurate than the original 1993 toy. It doesn't stand up on its own very well, if you see. A bit wobbly. Slight design flaw, I guess. The end piece of the tail. And no, it's not really sharp. Despite saying 15 plus, it's quite safe. Here's the rest of the tail. This will connect on here like so. And the tail separates out into separate joints and is fully articulate. It does have a really nice fluid movement to it, so when you move it, it feels quite natural, just getting all the different movements like so. And then obviously you can just clip it all back together into the more straight tail like so. Okay. here's the Dragonzord itself. Quite weighty. Now, the feet themselves, I believe, are metal. These are plastic. That's plastic. These are metal. That's metal? Yeah, that's metal. The rest is plastic. Okay, so very a lot of heft there to it. So let's get into more of a position. Like so. Bring these out. You have the arms, which hands aren't actually attached in here. I think they're separate in the box. No, the hands aren't missing there. Okay, so here, and you get open hands and closed hands. So closed hands go on like so. A little awkward to get onto the Okay, yeah, I'll just put the straight hands on because they're more practical for transformation later, so yeah. Or at least I'll try. Yeah, these are really fiddly to get attached actually. Open this up, take the chest plate out, and hold like so. Yeah, these are really fiddly. It's not a simple Zord builder part. Okay, that's in. So yeah, maybe try laying it down like so and just wiggle it in. Yeah, it's quite tricky to get into a position where you can actually slide these in. I guess that's one of the downfalls. There's nowhere to lock the arms in place while you attach them. There we go, that was in. Okay, so I'm going to keep the, just keep the, these hands on it for the time being, rather than swapping them about, because, yeah, not the most practical. I would say that's probably one of the downfalls of it, is that they're quite tricky to operate the hands. So let's get this back into regular Dragonzord mode and have a look at it. One of the downsides of it, I must say, is that the sheer weight of it makes it slightly unwieldy, and the weight's not quite evenly distributed amongst the different parts. There are parts that are heavier and parts that are lighter, and getting them all together and everything, it's kind of awkward. The original 93 version was a lot easier to manoeuvre than this one seems to be. This one was quite temperamental for getting things into the right positions. And partly due to the weight. Now to touch the huge tail, and that's just a standard Zord builder part. Okay, and here we go. We've got the Dragonzord, like so. The tail is it's nice, it's the articulation, but I think it's probably too big to be actually accurate, and slightly unwieldy. But all in all, got some nice paintwork on here. There's paint details in there. Got all the accurate markings on there, the Z's on there instead of lightning bolts. Now, when growing up, I always thought the Z's on the TV show were to reference them being Zords or Zordon or whatever, but they just stuck lightning bolts on the tires, which I didn't think made any sense. Obviously, the Z's on here were for Dew Ranger, which is spelled Z-Y-U Ranger. But yeah, nice details in there, if you can just see that. Okay, so now I will, the next transformation for this is you bring in from the Megazord, the Mastodon, Sabertooth Tiger, and the Triceratops, and let's bring it together and make the Dragonzord in battle mode. So we've got here in Dragonzord in battle mode, and this thing's quite huge. If you just pan the camera up and look at the length of the tail for the spear weapon, quite huge. But if you see in there, details on the face, some nice metallic paint in there. Details on the chest plate. These were a bit awkward to come in there because I didn't realise that the black parts moved up as well as the silver, so I thought the legs didn't go in fully, but that's something you have to watch out for when you're putting it together. It does look, I think it's more bulky as the Dragonzord than the accompanying Megazord parts, so the legs look kind of tiny. Due to them being more sleek. Sturdiness, it's a little bit wobbly. This obviously doesn't stand up very well. It needs to actually hold onto this with the little handle at the back. These wobble from side to side with a bit of weight to them, but in general it seems to hold together quite well. It would look okay on a shelf without any without any worry of it falling over if you walk through the room quite quickly. But yeah, obviously you can make the spear weapon even longer if you open it out like so. Yeah, the weapon actually dwarfs the Megazord, so I don't think the scaling is entirely right compared to previous versions. Obviously, I don't think the 93 version was quite right in scaling either. So I think it's gone a little bit in the other way, but still looks really good nonetheless. Obviously, it's more premium than the Megazord. Because it used more metallic parts, metallic paints, and it was an original creation for the Legacy line rather than using a toy line from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers relaunch back in 2010 before Saban bought it back. But all in all, I do think it is quite nice. So anyway, one last mode to show you before I'll wrap up this video, and that is the Mega Dragonzord. So I need to take these parts down and put the Megazord back together, and then add the Dragonzord to that. Okay, I'll do that now. Okay, so that's the Mega Dragonzord together. Now, one thing to note, you need to take to attach the Dragonzord to the Megazord, rather than like the 93 version and the way it just appears on the show. You need to actually take off the Pterodactyl Zord and carefully line up those, and you do worry in case you're going to break them off. And also open the front panel on the Tyrannosaurus Zord, just to get it all lined up. And around the back, you need to, underneath the tail, clip that little back piece in there. So it's a lot more fiddly, but it seems quite secure now it's all together. And I believe, like I said in my Megazord unboxing, this is the newer revision, so it's got the stiffer legs, so it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart when it's all together like the original Legacy Megazord did. But all in all, it does look really nice in this mode, but you might want to take extra care with it when putting it together. And yeah, the quality of the Dragonzord, it is really good quality, much better quality than the Megazord, but I feel the metal is in places that make the weight of it quite unbalanced, so it can be a little awkward when trying to assemble it, whereas all plastic version would have been a lot easier. But it does look really nice, it's really show accurate, and I think it's probably the best we could have got to go with this Megazord. It's still, I believe, available for about £99.99 online in the UK. I don't know if it's available anywhere else. It can get quite pricey on eBay, but if you want it, then I would recommend getting it. But your alternatives, of course, are just waiting and see if you do a Soul of Chugdoken one in the future. But all in all, I do think it's really nice, and I really do like the metallic paint. If you just look at that quite closely and see the little details there, nice like shimmer in the green paint and everything. So there we go. Okay, I think that's everything with that. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. More videos always coming. So thanks a lot. Bye.